Greetings everyone, especially to our teacher, Ma'am Ami Barangan. So I am Hazel May Daguhoy. So in this video, we will be discussing about mathematical logic. So did you know that whenever we do problem solving, we apply the process of logic? So first, let us know what is logic. So let's have its definition. So logic is a set of principles underlying correct or reliable reasoning of inference, analyze the given facts and the problem. So when we say logic, mo ni siya ang atong mga reasoning nga can either be correct or reliable nga magdepende siya sa sa pag-analyze sa given nga problem. So we do internal manipulation to try if and see if the solutions fit the situation, and then do some further analysis until we arrive at the desired results. So, di ba, when we are doing a problem solving or we are analyzing something, nadyo na sa tuwa nga atong i-manipulate nga atong tan-awon, di ba, nga if fit ba gyud ang kaninga solution para ani nga situation, or fit ba ang solution para makuha ni siya nga answer. So ani pong logic is dili lang kay magmanipulate ta, we will do some further analysis pud until nga ma-arrive na ta sa ato ang gidesire nga result or answer. So there are some of the people who use the principles of logic. So we have mathematicians, computer programmers, scientists, researchers, analysts, and logicians. So mo ni siya ang katong mga tawo nga kining gihatag or mo jud ang mga tawo nga nagamit pud sila sa principles of logic. So mo ni sila ang mga tawo nga gihatag nga example sa book. So first is mathematicians. So kay mathematicians man siya, so mag-include po na siya og kining analyzation, mga problem solving. Also the computer programmers, scientists, researcher, analysts, and logicians. So mo na siya ang mga some of the people who use the principles of logic. So the very essence of mathematics is its structure and logical development. So mao ding importante pod nga makabalota sa logic or makabalota sa mathematical logic kay usa pod din siya sa essence sa mathematics. Pareha sa iyang structure ug sa iyang logical development. So, the role of logic in mathematics dates back in the classical Greek period. So, ani nga time na atay mga given nga mga tawo nga naay mga gipang contribute during the classical Greek period. So, let's have first Thales. So, Thales is a Greek philosopher who was the first to formally analyze the reasoning process in his attempt to explain natural phenomena without reference to mythology. So, si Thales di ay usa siya sa kanang mga naay na contribute atong time sa classical Greek period. So, Thales is a Greek philosopher. So, si Thales di ay kay kanang ang iyang gibuhat is kining nihatag siya reasoning process without reference to mythology. So kibali na siya iyahang own nga reasoning process para sa pag-explain sa natural phenomena nga without the usage of or without looking at or without basing on mythology. So Thales used the concept of deductive reasoning in its corollaries in geometry. So, ang iyang gigamit nga concept kay deductive reasoning. So, unsa dining deductive reasoning?
Deductive reasoning is as simple as combining the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle to arrive at a conclusion. Numerous premises is collected and confirmed with each other to arrive at a logical conclusion. In deductive reasoning, the probability of getting the final statement as true is very high since it is based on rules and logic.
So, dili lang pud kay si Thales ang naa ato nga time. Aristotle is also there. So, kabalo na ay kanang known kayo sa to and very kaning sige na nato siya kadunggan, sige na nato siya ka-encounter, si Aristotle. So Aristotle is a great Greek figure in ancient philosophy. He made great contributions to logic and other areas of learning. So mo nang kanang familiar na kay siya nato, mo nang sige natag kadungog sa iyaha. So some of the areas of learning na nakakuan siya, nakahatag siya are like mathematics, botany, physics, ethics, biology, and many more. So, first, kay mathematics man taron, so sa mathematics ta mag-focus. He was a student of Plato. So, Plato was under the tutelage of Socrates. So
All men
kanang
are
nasa
immortal.
statement nga gihatag.
Socrates
He
is a
said,
man.
Aristotle said that,
Therefore, Socrates is immortal.
So, this is an example of a valid argument of Aristotle in the classical Greek period. It is also the famous syllogism of him.
okay, so as the father of logic, he developed a formalized system of reasoning. So he believed that the validity of any argument is determined by its structure rather by its content. So ana pud si Aristotle nga kanang, or he believed nga ang iyang argument or ang imong argument kay mahimong valid dili sa iyahang content, dili siya magdepende sa iyahang content, but in its structure. So mo na siya ang kanang paniniwala ni Aristotle. So he argued that as long as the premises are true, the conclusion can also be true. So he concluded nga, or he argued nga kanang as long as nga sakto or kaning facts ang imong gi istorya or imong gusto nga ipaabot is kaning therefore ang conclusion pod kay true. So murang nga giingon nga kung ang premises kay true, so ang conclusion pod kay true. So, his brand of logic gave rise to the modern propositional logic of today. So, dako kay siyang tabang no. Kay ang iyahang kanang pamaagi sa logic ay naa siya natabang sa modern propositional logic as today, sa karon sa kasalukuyan. Okay. So, about the 17th century, the second great period for mathematical logic was seen. So, in the 17th century, naa si Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. So, he was a German mathematician and a philosopher. So, Gottfried, he used symbols to simplify complicated logical arguments in mathematics. He invented the first mass-produced mechanical calculators. So, si Leibniz is siya ang ang iyang gigamit is symbols para mas mapasayon ang mga logical arguments nga mga complicated sa mathematics. Siya po daw ang first nga naka-invent o kanang mechanical calculator. So, if you are wondering what mechanical calculators look like, ingon ani siya. Mura siya kanang typewriter no, nga katong typewriter sa una. But, yes, mo na siya ang mechanical calculator nga iyahang invent. Yes. So, he was also responsible for the refinement of the binary system, which was the very foundation of the modern-day digital computers. So, kining binary system is mao ni siya ang
The binary system is applied internally by almost all latest computers and computer-based devices because of its direct implementation in electronic circuits using logic gates. Every digit is referred to as a bit.
Okay. So, Mao to siya ang sa binary system nga kining very foundation of the modern day digital computers. So he also believed that by applying reasons of first principles or prior definitions, conclusions can be produced rather than by empirical evidences. So, unsa din ang empirical
So,
evidences?
empirical evidence in mathematics is information that is collected through observation or experimentation and is used to support or disprove a theory. So, yes, mo na empirical evidences.
So, ang sa iya pud di ay kay kanang by applying reasons of first principles or prior definitions kay para sa iya ang conclusion pod kay ma-produce rather than by empirical evidences. So, usa pod sa tawo nga na contribute is si George Boole. So, he is also he was also known as Boolean algebra. So, he was an English mathematician and was considered the father of symbolic logic. So, he published in year 1847 the book of Mathematical Analysis of Logic. Also in 1854, the book of Laws of Thought. And in 1848, his only paper on the algebra of logic. So, kanang siya daw ang father of symbolic logic. So, let's now go on with our very topic or the very focus in this topic. So, we have the definition first of what is a proposition. So, proposition, it is a declarative statement that is either true or false. So, ang proposition di ay kay kanang ang imuhang istorya or ang statement nga gusto ipahatod sa isa ka tawo nga pwede siya nga ingon nga sakto or dili or kanang true or false. So we have examples. Let's have these examples. So first one, it is raining today. So it is a declarative statement. Then pwede pod siya nga so maong gitawag na siya nga matawag na siya nga proposition because it is raining today. So it can either be true or false. Kay pwede man nga kanang dili madayon ng ulan like nalay senyales nga muulan pero dili jud di ay to. So the second one is the temperature in this hot summer day is 33 degrees Celsius in Manila. So it is also a proposition kay it could either be true or false man pod. And then the third statement is that K-12 curriculum of the DepEd is a success. So, ani pag nga declarative statement is matawag siya nga proposition because dili man ta kaingon pod nga true jud ni siya nga statement or it is a false statement. So, mo na siyang usa ni siya sa examples or matawag ni siya nga proposition. So, next we have a line is an infinite set of points. So this can be true or false. Parallel lines will never meet however long you extend them. So parallel lines, we all know that parallel lines kay kanang lines nga kanang tupong or so kay parallel lines will never meet however long you extend them. So the next one is our solar system is the only solar system in the universe. So, pwede po ni siya nga maingon nga true, pwede po siya nga maingon nga false. So, mo to siya ang mga examples sa mga propositions. Diba? From its definition, it is a declarative statement nga pwede siya mahimong true or false. So, there's a more example po di ay. A point has one dimension. So, pwede siya nga true, pwede po siya nga false. And let's have this equation. X plus 4 is equal to 12 if x is equal to 5. So, pwede na siya ma-true, pwede po na siya ma-false. It depends on how you will solve this equation. And teachers are all males. So, it's somewhat nga true or false siya. Kay, pwede siya true kay basin ana nga school puro ra gyud males. And kaning if if in general, dili tanang teacher kay male. So pwede siya maingon nga false. Then all dogs bark. So makaingon ta nga true, pero naapoy part niya nga false siya kay yes, dili pud ta kaingon niya tanang dogs gyud mo bark. Basin di ay nay dogs nga amang nay dogs nga dili sila ka bark kay due to something wrong. Yeah. So those 10 are examples of a proposition. So I hope it's clear to you what is a proposition. So if para dili jud mo maglibog or if maka-encounter mo mga statements nga inyong i-differ ang proposition o ang not a proposition, I also have these examples here. So these are not propositions. So let's have these 5 examples. So first is clean the table before you go. Are you hurt? Is there life after death? 12 plus 3x minus 25. Please wear your ID before you enter the school premises. So, why are these 5 statements or 5 examples are not propositions di? So, let's have this explanation. So, statements 1 and 5 are declaratives, but they are also imperatives. Hence, they are not considered propositions. So, ani day as statement 1 and 5 di ay clean the table before you go and please wear your ID before you enter the school premises is considered siya nga declarative, but they are also imperatives. So, unsa di ay ang declarative o ang imperative?
If it is giving a direction, request, or command, it is imperative. If it is for your information, it is declarative.
Since you know naman kung nganong declarative siya o imperative o nganong imperative siya nga dili siya pwede makonsider nga proposition. So also here, statement 2 and 4 are not declaratives. So ekes na siya. Kaya ngano ang state, 'di ba ang definition sa proposition kay it is a declarative statement. So dili siya matawag nga proposition. So maskin pag si statement 4 kay pwede siya true or false, maskin siya ay kanang pwede siya nga ang kaning statement number 4 makonsider niya siya nga true or false unless nga ang value for x kay given, or let us say x is equal to 2. So, matawag siya nga, or makonsider siya nga, proposition. Kaya pwede man nato siya iingon nga, i-declare man niya, then, pwede pa nato siya iingon niya, true siya or false. So, para dili dyan mo maglibog ha, ang proposition is a declarative statement nga it can either be true or false. So, mo na siya nga, so I hope nga nakatabang to siya sa pag-differ ninyo or sa pag-ila ninyo kung unsa jud ang propositions. So, let's have this statement. I can play the guitar and piano. So, this statement is a combination of 2 sentences. So, the first one is, I can play the guitar, and the next one is, I can play the piano. So, nganong matawag siya nga 2 sentences kay pwede man nato siya ibungkag kay naman siya word nga and or and it depends on you on how you pronounce it. Yes, so let I can play the guitar be P, and let Q is let I can play the piano as Q. So we can create compound propositions using propositional variables. So P, Q, R, S, and many more depende na nimo. Basta kay pwede bisag unsa sa tanang alphabets, but ang hatag lang sa book is P, Q, R, and S, and depende na lagi na ninyo kung saan nyo ang gamiton. And connectives or logical operators. So first we have this kanang 3 lines, kanang kanang paana-ana. So, muna siya ang mga connectives or logical operators nato. So, later, makabalo mo kung unsay gamit ana nila nga mga connectives. So, these are our logical operators. So, for conjunction, P and Q. So, ang ato ang symbol is ang for conjunction kanang ana ang forma. Ana. Dayon, sa disjunction pod is P or Q. So, if the disjunction, we will use the reverse one pod sa conjunction. Ana siya, pa V.
So, a conjunction implies that both statements are true, while disjunction implies that at least one statement is true. With a conjunction, statements are connected by the word and, while with disjunction, statements are connected with the word or.
And next is the implication. So, sa implication, it is if P, then Q. So, ang iyang symbol is kining conditional symbol. Kanang arrow bitaw arrow nga P, then arrow to the and other. And by conditionals. So, if P, if, and only if Q. So, ang may tabo po na niya is equivalence nga sign or duha siya ka arrow left and right. So, muna siya ang logical operator or symbol para sa biconditionals. So, let's us also have this last one, negation. So, sa negation, not P but not Q. So, unsa to ang symbol kaani? So, our symbol is the kanang paana siya, muna siya ang nag-symbolize sa not nga word. Then P, dayon but, ang but siya kay di ba ang conjunctions kay that includes but and nga na. So mo na siya sa gamiton pod ang symbol sa conjunction and the symbol for not. So the example nato di ba ganiha is I can play the guitar and piano. So our P is di ba ato tong gibungkag into two sentences. So, I can play the guitar ang ato ang P o I can play the piano ang ato ang Q. So, if ato siyang i-form into or i-transform into a conjunction one, ang mahitabo niya is I can play the guitar and the piano. So, ato bitang gisumpay ang duha ka statement or ang duha ka sentences using the conjunction and also disjunction. So, sa disjunction pod, I can play the guitar or the piano. Okay, let us also have implication. So, here in the implication, ang mahitabo niya is if I can play the guitar, then I can play the piano. So, di ba, aning implication kay kato ni siyang conditional. So, di ba, ang kuan nato niya ganiha is if P, then Q. So, ang ato ang sentence is mahimo siyang if I can play the guitar, then I can play the piano. The next is the biconditional. So, aning biconditional is, di ba, nato siya kaning only if, di ba? Nato siya only if. So, so sa biconditional pod, ang forma niya is I can play the guitar if and only I play the piano. So, di ba? Ang format po nato niya ganiha kay if and only. So, mo na siya ang sa biconditional. Then, the last one is the negation. Negation is I cannot play the guitar nor the piano. So, mo na siya ang mahitabo if ato siyang ihimong into a sentence form with the purpose in a way sa negation. So, here, let's have this first example. So, our sentence is our statement is the light in room 21 is on. Somebody must be inside the room. So, same gihapon sa itong gibuhat ganiha, ang ang one statement nga nag-consist of two sentences is atong i-bungkag. So, para mahimo siyang two sentences or para maka-produce siya og two sentences. So, ang atuang P is the light is on in room 21. And ang atua pong Q kay somebody must be inside the room. So, let's have the first example. Okay, so ani nga example, sa atong first example is ang atoang verbal form is atong himuong symbolic form. So, let's have this first example. Number 1, the light in room 21 is on and somebody is inside the room. So do you na-notice ba ninyo nga ako ang gi-highlight dira ang word nga and? Dayon, from sa akong gihatag ganiha, ang word nga and is part siya sa conjunction. And as you can see, igo ra gi-copy ang sentences. So, only the conjunction ang na-add. So, therefore, ang atoang symbolic form na niya is P, conjunction nga symbol, and Q. So, P, conjunction, dayon Q, nga symbol. So, isa na siya sa example sa conjunction. So, let's have this next example. So, if the light in room 21 is on, then somebody must be inside the room. So, same ra Japon ganiha, ang akong gi-highlight din ha is ang if og ang then. So, from what I have said earlier or what I have discussed earlier, unsa ganitong sa F ang iyahang words kay na ay if or then? Okay. So therefore, if implication siya, so conditional, di ba? So ang iyang symbolic form is P is conditional to Q. So kay ngano, if the light in room 21 is on, then somebody must be inside the room. So, example po na siya sa implication. So, mo na siya ang symbolic form niya. So, number 3. The light is on in room 21, but no one is inside the room. So, ani nga time na siya combination. What do you think could be the symbolic form, or what do you think are the combination of operators in this or prepositions in this statement or in this sentence? Okay, so from the word but, dayon no one is inside the room. So, matawag po nato siya nga negation kay mao siya ang kabaliktaran or ang negative side sa statement nga gihatag sa ato ang given. So therefore, ang iyang symbolic form kay P ang conjunction form og ang negation form or the not form, and Q. So mao ni siya ang symbolic form. So dapat yun nato siyang i-analyze or basahon nato ayo ang sentence or statement nga gihatag para ma-determine nato kung unsa nga symbol ang angay natong gamiton in making it into a symbolic form. Okay, so next let's have number 4. Somebody is inside room 21, but the light is off. So, do you note, nabantayan ba ninyo or have you noticed nga nabali ang statement? Nabali si P o si Q. Diba? Ang ato ang P ganiha kay the light is on in room 21. And then, ang ato ang Q is somebody must be inside the room. So, ani nga statement, nabali si P o Q. So, clue na to siya sa ato ang paghimog symbolic form. Then, next na pud natong i-identify or atong pangitaon is ang conjunction ba niya or ang iyahang implicators or ang kanang katulitang if or then. So, ato to silang i-identify. So, here in the statement, ang naa diri is conjunction which is ang word nga but. Dayon, Nakabantay ba pud mo nga naapo ko isa diri nga gi-highlight is ang word nga off. Diba ganiha kay on. So, it means nga ang iyahang negative side or ang opposite side sa statement nga sa statement nga given. So, therefore, a combination na pud siya sa conjunction o sa negation and nagbansili si Q o si P. So, ang nahitabo is Q is symbol sa conjunction o ang symbol sa negation or not or dayon P. So, mo na siya ang symbolic form sa ato ang statement kasi somebody is inside room 21 but the light is off. So, importante jud kaayo nga ato adyong i-analyze ang statement nga gihatag for us to know, for us to able to determine what would be the proper or the correct symbol to be used in making it into a symbolic form. So, I hope you are not confused with the symbols. So, let's have the more examples. So, let's have this number 5. The light is off in room 21 and nobody is inside the room. So, as you observe the sentence gani. So, di ba? The light is off. So, negative na po siya or negative side na po siya. So, naanatay negation. In room 21 and so, naanapod tay conjunction. Then, nobody is inside the room. Di ba? Ang atong given is somebody must be. So, iyan na po ni siyang kabaliktaran. So, that includes also negation. So, ang mahitabuan ni, ang ato ang P o Q is in negation form. So, ang mahitabo po sa ato ang symbolic form is of negation, then P, symbol of conjunction, and the symbol of negation, Q. So, ngano gani na? It is because of our P is in the negative side of the statement. Is in the negative side. And also our Q, okay? It is the opposite side of our statement that is given earlier. So, let's have this example number 6. So, the statement that the light is on in room 21 and somebody must be inside the room is false. So, dinhi kakaiba ang iyahang kaning gihatag nga given or ang gihatag nga statement. So, here in number 6, the statement that the light is on in room 21 and somebody must be inside the room is false. So, dili siya katong simple lang nga pag-construct nato sa sentences, di ba? So, ang mahitabuan niya, ang iyang symbolic form is symbol and enclose the parenthesis of the P conjunction symbol Q. So, nganong gi-enclose parenthesis in parenthesis day siya. So, from what I have understood in this symbolic form is, ang negation nga symbol is nasa gawas, dayon gi-enclose of parenthesis ang P conjunction symbol o ang Q. It is because it is stated here that the statement that, so, ani nga part, ang statement nga word kibali is ang iyang gi-state bitaw nga or iyang gipakita nga kaning naka-enclose sa parenthesis is false. So kibali iyang giusa or ang whole statement or ang whole sentence or ang whole statement lagi is false. So therefore ang iyang symbolic form is negation symbol and open parenthesis P conjunction symbol Q close parenthesis. So yes, mo na siya ang symbolic form sa ato ang statement sa number 6. So if kaning nagwonder pud mo nga nganong dili pwede nga same sa number 5. Ang sa number 5 manggod is ang kaning each statement sa P ug sa Q is kuan og negation or na-apply si negation. But here in the number 6 is kanang iya bitong giusa si P ug Q as false. So iyang giusa si P ug Q nga sa form ni negation. So, maong ang atuang symbol is kaning naa diri sa screen. Yes, so I hope nga kanang wala mo galibog and I hope nga namoy nasabtan ato akong gipang storya. Okay, so let us now proceed. So, kay nakabalo naman mo kung unsaon ang pag-construct sa conjunction, disjunction, implication, biconditionals, negation into a verbal form and a symbolic form. So, let us have these exercises. So, pwede mo magkuha og scratch or any paper nga pwede ninyo masulatan for you to write your answers. And you can pass it to me directly. You know my messenger naman kay Classmates Manta, and you can send me your answers so that I can tell you whether it is correct or wrong. So here is our exercises. So for the number 1, use R for the for the sentence Benjo is eating halo-halo, and T for the sentence the temperature is above 30 degrees Celsius. So, sa letter A, we have, so aning nga part is, ang verbal form is ato siyang i-form, or ato siyang i-transform into a symbolic form. So, let us have A. Benjo is not eating halo-halo, but the temperature is above 30 degrees Celsius. So, what would be the symbolic form kahaani? And letter B. The temperature is below 30 degrees Celsius and Benjo is eating halo-halo. So, unsa kahapod ang symbolic form ani? So, naapod ta diri. So, let's have letter C. Benjo is not eating halo-halo, but the temperature is not above 30 degrees Celsius. Letter D. The temperature is below 30 degrees Celsius and Benjo is not eating halo-halo. Letter E. If Benjo is eating halo-halo, then the temperature is above 30 degrees Celsius. So, you can answer those 5 in your paper and you can send it to me. You can send your answers to me. Okay, so, there's more here pod if gusto pa mo. For the letter F, if Benjo is not eating halo-halo, then the temperature is not above 30 degrees Celsius. Letter G, if the temperature is not above 30 degrees Celsius, then Benjo is not eating halo-halo. H, if the temperature is below 30 degrees Celsius, then Benjo is eating halo-halo. I, it is false that Benjo is eating halo-halo and the temperature is above 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so since mananaman tatong from verbal into a symbolic form, naapod tayo exercises diri nga from symbolic form, you will translate it into a verbal form or verbal translations. So ang atong given is P is equal to the street is flooded, and Q is my car cannot pass through. So let's have this letter A. So, I will be answering A, B, C, D, and E. So, I will be answering the 5. So, for the letter A, P conjunction Q. So, ang atong answer na niya is the street is flooded and my car cannot pass through. Why? Because the symbol given is the symbol for conjunction. And we all know nga sa conjunction is magbutang ta sa conjunction nga and. So, letter B. P is conditional to Q. So, ang mahitabo na po ani into verbal translation or verbal form is P tuang the street is flooded and ang Q is my car cannot pass through. So, ang mahitabo niya mahimo siyang for letter B, if the street is flooded, then my car cannot pass through. So, di ba? Kay ang sa katong implication nato is magamit ta sa word nga if og then. So, yes. So, for letter C. So, have you noticed nga nagbansili si Q og si P. So, simple ra pod kaayo na. Ato ra gyapong ipansili lang pod nato ibansili lang pod nato ang atoang statements based sa ato ang given. So, ang gauna na pod is si Q. So, therefore, for the letter C, ang atong answer na niya into a verbal translation, if my car cannot pass through, then the street is flooded. So, mo to siya ang verbal translation para sa letter C. So, let's have letter D. So, P is conditional into into the symbol of negation sa Q. So, therefore, ang iyang answer is, so letter E is a symbol of negation, P is conditional to Q. So, therefore, ang nabali na pod siya. Ang atuan na pong P ang naa sa opposite side or sa iyahang negative side. So, ang mahitabo ani niya is, ang atuang statement or ang atuang verbal translation, ani nga symbol is, the street is not flooded. If the street is not flooded, then my car cannot pass through. So only the sentence of P ang ma-change. Kay the street is flooded into the street is not flooded. Okay. So, let us now proceed to the conditional or implication statements. Okay. So, conditional statements are statements joined by the if-then clause. If P, then Q. In symbolic logic form, P is conditional to Q. So, same ra gyapon sa katong gitakal na to ganiha nga pero nag-focus ni siya sa conditional statements. So here, the if clause is called the premise, hypothesis, or antecedent, while the then clause is the conclusion or the consequent. So, ang if di ay nato sa ato ang conditional statements is ang premise, hypothesis, or ang ato ang antecedent. Let's have this statement. Vertical angles are congruent. So, if the statement is transformed into an if-then form, it becomes, if two angles are vertical angles, then they are congruent. So, di ba? Have you noticed nga ato ara siyang giada og if and the word then? So, ang nahitabo na dayon is, if two angles are vertical angles, then they are congruent. So, ang ato ang two angles are vertical angles ani is ang ato ang premises ba or ay. So, ang two angles are vertical angles ang ato ang if, then ang ato pong they are congruent is ang ato ang conclusion or sa word nga then. So, yes. So, now, let's have this. Transform the following statements into an if-then form. So, let's have the first one. Letter A. The clouds are heavy, there will be rain. So, what do you think would be the if-then form of this statement? Okay, you got it right. So, the letter A will, in if-then form, it would be, if the clouds are heavy, then there will be rain. Yes. So, let us now proceed to letter B. Letter B. A real number exactly divisible by 2 is even. So, ang mahitabo na po dani is, if a real number exactly divisible by 2, then it is even. So, have you noticed ba nga? It is very simple lang. Ato lang i-add si if o si then ang ato ang if kay ang ato ang premises ba, hypothesis, or ang ato ang antecedent, while sa ato pong then is ang mao ang ato ang consequent or ang ato ang conclusion. So here sa letter B, ang ato ang answer ani niya is, if a real number exactly divisible by 2, then it is even. Okay, so let us, okay, now it's your turn. So Letter D. A right angle is an angle whose measure is 90 degrees. For letter E, it is 12 noon and it's time for lunch. Letter F. 3 non-collinear points determine a plane. Next is G. Letter G. An odd number is a number which is not even. And letter H. An even number is a multiple of 2. Letter I. The sun is at its hottest. It is not going to rain. Letter L. Orange-colored clothes make one look slim. For letter M, a prime number has only 2 factors, 1 and itself. And letter N, alternate interior angles of 2 parallel lines cut by E transversal or congruent. Okay, so mao to siya tanan ang ato ang topic for today's video. So, do you have any questions, any clarifications sa ako ang gi-report? Okay, so if you have, you can message me and I will answer your questions. Yes. Okay. So, if there's none, then thank you for watching. Bye-bye.